Okay, today we're going to be installing a Scanstrut. What the Scanstrut does is it mounts to the backstay, and you're able to mount a radar dome on top of this Scanstrut that's attached to the backstay, so you don't have to put it on the mast. We have a lot of parts and pieces and some pictures for diagrams. So we got to figure out how this all mounts up. This piece is going to go in here, and it's an extrusion, so and they actually give you, do pretty good on giving you a lot of stuff. They give you even Loctite. So we'll start putting it together and we'll see how it comes out. It looks fairly simple, but anyway, it's a little complicated to look at the pictures. So we'll put all this together, put some Loctite on it, and see how it's going to mount in the back. This bracket's going to mount like this. Spacer in between. Now, before we mount all this up, we're going to go out and see how it's going to mount onto the backstay itself. Got to figure that part out. So this extrusion slides into here, connects the two like that. Holes you have to line up, and a set of set screws. Put some more Loctite down. I don't think it's much Loctite in that little bottle, but I guess it's just enough to do everything. what you have is all these little bushings here, and you have to figure out which one actually fits the backstay. Different sizes, big ones, small ones. I think ours is going to be either this one or no, I think that one's too small. Or this one, maybe that one. Let's see how this works. That one might be alright. Maybe one smaller. Let's see, that one's a whole lot smaller. This one is really small. Let's try this one. That's it. Very good. Okay. Alright, so we'll use that. We gotta take that bracket off up there. That bracket's one of those for like a man overboard bob thing. And I'm gonna have to get that back off because it's gonna be right in the way. At least we know which one of these to use. So let's unbolt that, and then we're gonna see if we can mount this on and stay, slide it up, bore some holes. I'm going to take and swap these ends because the way I want to mount this, I want to mount it so that the shaft that holds the radar dome is aft of my stay. So these ends are interchangeable, so you can turn it around, which is kind of cool. That way it's a whole bunch of different ways you can mount this thing. You have to kind of figure out what goes with your boat. This Catalina might be a little different from yours. Then you have to figure out before you start drilling holes which way is the best way to mount it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a trial run here before we drill holes. And this Scanstrut is a Scanstrut aft mount, which means it's going to be on the back side of the backstay, and the radar will be on the back side of the backstay. That gets it away from our boom and our bimini and all that. So that's kind of cool how this comes out. Do the same thing on the other end. This thing has a hydraulic unit at the end of it here that keeps it level, so that this piece turns and it's got a hydraulic leveler in it, which is kind of cool. It keeps it level to your boat. So where we're going to want to mount it is we're going to want the round portion facing our stay, and then so we're going to want to put this back in here. Since we're going to take it apart, we're only going to, it's pretty cool, they got alignments and everything in there. We're going to just put 2 screws in each side so we can go ahead and take it apart and put it on the stay. should be in the right direction now. And we can go ahead and take the stay apart now. I'll take this piece apart, the rest of the screws out of it. We can put it on the back stay and then mount everything on it. Got the rest of these screws out. Get this one off. Then this piece comes apart like that. And that's some kind of cool. Then we can mount our stay in here, mount this back together, and then put the radar and everything, the plate, everything on it. And then you can slide it up the stay when you put it together. And we can bore our holes. So anyway, it's kind of cool how this works. All right. So what we're going to do, Kat, is we're going to put this right here, just like that. Can you hold that right there for a second? Okay, you can hold it. Okay, you got it?
Simple things didn't know I miss until they're gone, and you feel like this, and you feel like this. So hold me close, you bring me home.
There you go. We're going to the next step. So here's our mount that we're going to mount to the Scanstrut, and then it has a plate also that mounts on that. This plate's going to go here, and that's how we're going to mount our radar dish. So we'll get this done. Alright, got this mounted down. Now it's got some screws you can adjust the angle. This nut here, I've got to put a pin in, and then we can mount the radar to this and then flip it around backwards. Then it'll go back up the backstay. So, we got this much mounted, ready to put the rest of it together. There you go. Alright, so now here comes the fun part. Drilling holes in the boat. Oh yeah, I love doing this. No, I don't. Okay, finally got the Scanstrut installed. Me and Kathy, it was quite a chore. If you ever do one, you might want to do one not with your wife, but some guy with a lot of strength. So here's where it bolts on. And this is on our Catalina, so you have a bracket right there. We through bolted it, and then it goes up the backstay. And then that's our Camp Pro antenna for our Wi-Fi. It's a booster. We may or may not leave that on. And then it bolts just like that. And it levels itself. So when the ocean's going like this, it self-levels. So seems to be pretty cool. I like it. So hopefully it'll be it'll do well. So now I got to run all this wire. Yeah, lots of wire. It's just a power wire because this thing works off of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. I think it's maybe Wi-Fi. And so it'll go right to our tablets and stuff without having to have a separate display or anything. So I think it's going to work out great. So be interesting to see. See, I always wave at you guys and say I never want to use you.
Well, today you did.
Now I did. But at least I'm going back to Cricket Cove, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically it overheated. It got to about 240. Lawrence went off, and I don't think I can get back by myself.